In the summer of 2019, Dr. Rex Marco, a prominent spine surgeon in Houston, was riding his bicycle through the city's Memorial Park when he stopped suddenly and flipped over the handlebars. Given his vast experience, he knew almost immediately his condition was serious. The doctor became a patient who just a few years later has battled his way back to work.
In just one moment, a carefree bike race with friends 4 years ago changed Dr. Rex Marco's life forever.
I heard a crack, and I just driven over my handlebars and onto the ground, head first, helmet first.
A friend and fellow biker rushed to his side.
I asked him to touch my foot and tell me if it was moving, and I couldn't feel him. And I knew in that moment that there was less than 5% chance that I would ever walk again, or that I would ever operate again, or that I would ever hold my unborn child.
Dr. Marco spent the next few weeks in and out of the ICU and was on a ventilator for 3 months.
Okay, shrug him up, Dr. Marco.
He spent years in rehab, finding a way to live this new life with quadriplegia.
It is the hardest thing that's ever happened to me.
When did you decide, I'm going to go back to work?
I always knew I was going back to work. There was no doubt in my mind.
This year, Dr. Marco returned to work full-time with a new mission, teaching the next generation of doctors how to better care for patients with spinal cord injuries.
Those moments of apparent lack of empathy and lack of sympathy and lack of compassion were difficult.
Sharing with them the importance of hope.
The nurse told my son, "Your dad's never going to walk again." And that's a hopeless statement. And so hopefully you can give your patients hope.
How do you feel like this will impact the way you think about treating patients?
It'll remind me that my patients are human, just like me. And I'm treating a human, not a condition, not a disease.
Whenever you have that difficult patient, they're expressing their frustrations.
Dr. Marco is working with patients again, too, including 20-year-old Thane Stark, who was paralyzed 4 months ago after jumping into the ocean.
What has the impact of that relationship been for you?
It has been absolutely reassuring.
Do you feel like he gives you hope?
I do, absolutely.
Dr. Marco's work now taking on new meaning.
I feel more connected to my fellow human being, and I feel like there's a bigger, deeper message. It is different because I can touch more lives now.
What an extraordinary man.